Hi everyone. This is Coffee, Comedy, and Common Sense. I'm Karla.
Yeah.
And we just have a few opening statements. It's the first show. First of all, if you're here tonight, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you brought your sense of humor.
That's a must. That's mandatory sense of humor.
Mandatory. Common sense, again, not mandatory, but you must be open to it. Because
Common sense is mandatory.
That's what we're serving up here tonight. Okay. We love questions and comments. Feel free to bring them on. And let's just hit the ground running here with what's been bothering a couple of regular ladies here in 2020. So, are we getting an applause here from the producer? Oh, let's give a quick shout out and a thank you to our producer, director, lighting. All right,
comedy portion of the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, so there's a few issues today bothering us as mothers and Americans.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to get a little more comfortable doing this because I think there's a lot of us out there that need to come out together and let's just talk about some of the ridiculousness that's going on out there.
Damn right.
Like in broad daylight.
I agree.
Broad daylight.
Yes.
And right under your nose and everyone's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not okay. So, that being said, clearly we are Trump supporters.
We're going to start with the RNC all week was positive, uplifting, and awesome.
Super duper. Couldn't have asked for a better mix. Variety.
Yep. It was beautiful. Ivanka, it was so stunning. She blew me away. Just gorgeous.
Yep. That's what happens when you speak from the heart and you speak the truth.
Yeah, and you know, you got to say, you can see the evil seeping out of these other people.
Sure can.
The left has a certain look about them, and it's actually the evil that's seeping out of their skin.
That's right.
And that's part of the problem. That's why we're here.
And evil loves to deflect from a larger evil with some little evil bullshit to keep people like really off focus, but focused on these other violent and awful things that we're really, for the most part, in agreement on across the board. It doesn't matter your age, your sex, your religion,
but
who cares
out for everybody.
Because it is 2020, which that really
irks me. It's 2020. Nobody gives a shit.
This isn't 1920.
Yeah,
This is 2020.
We don't care if you're gay,
don't
if
care.
You're black.
Couldn't
we
care
don't
less.
care if what your deal is. As long
Don't
as
care
you're
your
not
color,
hurting
don't
other
care your
people
age,
and you're
don't care your sex.
None of it.
Shit.
Don't care.
Quite frankly,
It's
as long as
excuse.
you don't anyone just be all disgusting out in public.
Don't scare the horses. Like my grandfather used to say, just be who you gotta be, but don't scare the horses.
Because
if you're smart enough to figure out what that means.
Right. Because rule number one, respect yourself and respect others. So if you're not going to go do something out there that you would then just...
And it's none of our business, and honestly, normal people have no time in their life to worry about somebody else's private business.
Right.
So just so you know, we don't care.
Right. And people who play that card and focus on that card...
That's an excuse.
Is that who you want to be known as?
Yeah.
Is that the number one character reference is you're that? I don't want you to look at me and say, woman, Republican, mother. I want to be judged for who my character says I am. So, and I treat people accordingly.
Yeah.
And I want that same treatment back to me.
Yeah.
Now, there's some very offensive treatment happening out there that's got me losing my temper. The beating
who do we
of
hit?
people in the streets.
Okay, the looting and rioting, also known as peaceful protests. Okay, nothing peaceful about destroying people's property. And I thought it already was a felony to assault a law enforcement officer. Since when the fuck did that become okay?
Right.
Okay, well, you know what? I wouldn't blame them one single bit if they absolutely refused to come to your town. Just saying.
Right.
Hit it, man.
Why should they?
And
what's the reason he should put his life in danger for you when you're going to put his life at risk?
Why? Over what? A thug that beats and rapes kids and all this other shit?
Right.
Dude, you had a warrant, motherfucker.
Right. I know there's someone in the media right now, I won't name his disgusting name, who committed a heinous crime, raped a young lady, ruined her life completely, and he's some kind of fucking hero.
He should be in jail.
He's some hero. Hero.
That's it.
He's got what, $1.5 million today in his little bank account? He got civil rights attorneys lining up to defend him.
We're just talking so we can just.
That's who you're. That's you. That's who you're marching for. That's who you're hurting people for. That scumbag. Okay. I mean, well, eventually.
The one thing they all have in common: everyone that's been shot by a cop is the resisting arrest.
I'll tell you what.
Why don't we stop resisting arrest?
Stop resisting. And you know what? Every color resists.
Sure, definitely.
And guess what happens to them?
They get fucked up.
They get tased. They get shot. They get beat. They get eventually put in cuffs and taken to jail, where they originally were going to go.
The only systematic problem we have in this country is systematic bad behavior. And basically, the adults of the world are fucking sick of the bullshit.
Sick of it.
I feel like going downtown and literally putting these little children over my knees, spanking them, and sending them into the goddamn corner for a fucking week.
You know,
because somebody needs to be their parent. Even though they're 25, they still need a fucking parent.
You know what sickens me? These young parents, they are afraid to take their kid's cell phone away.
You're scared of your kid because you let your kid run the fucking show when they were 4.
They have this $500 phone and they're terrified to take the phone away from them. Or just won't do it with some other bullshit excuse reason why they won't. No.
They're getting locked in your room.
You have no business even having a cell phone thing at 12 years
room.
old. My God, go out and play.
Yeah, go climb a tree, dude.
Go climb a goddamn tree. Go get
find
your friends together that live around your street and make a game of tag, for Christ's sake.
Back in the day, they grabbed a stick and rolled up sock and played stickball until all hours.
You know, that's why we didn't get the corona.
What if they sit home and make...
That's why we didn't get the corona. Nobody we know got corona. You know why?
We
drank out of hoses. We played.
Women these days don't know how to cook. Why? Because they're on the phone, on their goddamn phone all fucking day. Instead of seeing half these kids don't even know where food comes from. Yeah, you don't even know where your food, what it is. I'll never forget the day my daughter told me she was shocked to find out that beef is the animal's muscle. She was like, I was like, what did you think it was? Like, you knew it was cow, but like, what part of the cow? You know, I'm not just feeding you fat.
Maybe the foot.
It's not skin and it's not bone. So what did you think it was? They don't know where their food comes from.
Basic biology.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Education's going to be another night because
we don't have time for that.
Great segment.
We only have 25, I think. Yeah, we're going to need the whole segment for education.
No, go ahead.
Let us know if we have to cut to commercial.
No commercial yet. We got about 2 minutes.
We're still looking for sponsors.
Yeah, we get a lot more time with Gayle and Karla.
We're still looking for sponsors, and we need to up our status to an air-conditioned room.
Like us.
Especially so we're
For sure, we need air conditioning. We need some air conditioning.
To us to get this out there. Somebody needs the real news. Once we get rolling, we're just going to pretty much consolidate the real news for you, so you don't have to spend the 10 hours a day like I do.
Y'all need to GoFundMe.
Right. Quarantine has given us a lot of time.
Yeah, we got a lot of time.
Think and research and ask those questions.
Yeah.
And you know what? We've had to ask ourselves some really disgusting questions.
Yeah.
And the answers we've gotten have kept us up at night. And they'll fuel a different show. But that's one of the reasons we're here. One of the reasons we're here.
It's all different stuff.
Because it's about America. It's about our kids.
It's about what
it's about our future.
They're teaching these kids total bullshit.
Right. That's why I said that's a whole
about our morals. Our morals as Americans. Thank you.
We're tired of people being unpatriotic. This is the thing about our country. Right. We're totally patriotic.
Right.
Yeah, we grew up with respect.
Your country can do for you.
People are beating up old people. Can you imagine? We are Generation Xers, and in a million years, we would never consider assaulting an old person. I mean, who fucking does that? Trash. Trash does that. Straight up trash.
What would you do if somebody beat your grandma?
I mean, for real.
Beat her. Not just because I've seen videos where they push them and I get just as fired up. that.
Why aren't we having some show go down on Times Square every fucking Sunday after church? And everybody who did some real fucked up egregious shit needs to be prosecuted right down.
Yeah, you know what? There's not enough public witnessing of accountability. Okay? Accountability.
Accountability
is people that
huge
did
one.
stuff, criminal stuff, were held accountable in the town square, so us regular people could see what happens when you do that.
Yeah.
And it's more than this. You bitch, little naughty boy. What's this naughty boy
cops,
shit?
The cops are trying to arrest the people, and the prosecutors are letting them go. And then they have these no bail things for whatever. And then the guys who do get in trouble, Soros pays their way out of it.
Right.
So the problem is these are the same people going around.
And then they're suing for their civil rights.
And then when the people try to stand up for their own shit that they worked their whole fucking lives for, they get in trouble.
Right. And you know what? If there's a mom and pop store down the street here and it gets vandalized or looted, we're gonna go stand up for those people that aren't there to protect their own business.
I'll fucking drive my truck right through them.
And this right here, this is what Americans are doing around the country.
We're sick of it.
We're not gonna stand by because it's not our business.
And it's not up to these cops whose hands are tied. You have a bunch of guys on the front line who can fucking handle this shit in 2 minutes flat, and their fucking hands are tied.
Right.
Why are their hands tied?
These guys are every single day, every single shift,
and these Democrats
put their lives on the line for total strangers. No questions asked. They come when you call. And you know what? If you defund the police in your area and something starts to go down and you get scared, because we all get scared, who do you call when you get scared? You call the cops, because they got the guns and the authority
and the know-how.
Okay, and you know what? The balls to come into your situation. Ask a cop the most dangerous situation they walk into on a daily basis.
Domestic violence. Traffic stops.
You know why? Because when people are passionate, heated, and wet, they do stupid shit and they use weapons. And the first guy they take out is the one stepping in front of their wife they were beating.
Yeah.
Or husband they were beating, because that definitely happens on both sides.
No, hold on. Let's have a therapist talk this guy off a cliff. You know what?
I actually want that to play out a couple of times.
That's insulting for the wife.
But on one of these Democrat politicians, because I know they're getting beat at home. Let's get a therapist over there. See if she fix your house.
I talk about therapists. You think these people have seen enough goddamn therapists?
But you know where this
to recognize the narcissistic tendencies that are blatant from the left. They all have narcissistic tendencies.
Well, the left is unfortunately
teaching
in these universities, these therapists. Okay, so unless you have a good beginning foundation,
get 7 minutes left.
Then you're going to go into this wanting to save the world and make everybody peaceful. And you have no life experience.
Have you ever seen the guy beating up his girlfriend?
Those people are all going to shit themselves their first call.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Get a job with CPS and roll out there a couple of nights.
The producer has a
question. What do you guys think of the ripping down of our statues of our country?
Okay, this
I'm
sounds
just
a lot like
curious.
what
It's just a talking point. Maybe
Hitler
we could spend 2 minutes on it and see what you think.
Sounds a lot like when Hitler got rid of and burned all the books in the history and took over and tried to eliminate a race. We're not going to be eliminated. This is the people who fucking built our country.
We're not going to be ignorant, okay? Because when you remove history that you've now learned from, you become ignorant. You have a new generation of a bunch of dumbasses, and our kids, quite frankly, are dumb enough.
I'm so sorry.
Because if you're not supplementing your kids' education, they are dumb.
Yeah.
Okay? You tell them anything, they'll fucking buy it. This is the problem. This is why every time they have a new item, what the fuck number iPhone are they on? Just curious.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Because every year, nothing really changes about the goddamn phone, but everybody has to have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Can you get from point A to point B on the phone, like get to who you want to talk to, so that like basically the whole
I'm about going back to the rotary phone in the house, and you're gonna sit there in the goddamn kitchen on a cord this big, and you're gonna have your conversation there where I can hear it.
Oh, for Christmas, I'm buying her the 20-foot cord.
Right. You know what? When you get to a certain age, I'll let you have a little more privacy.
I'm gonna trigger my sister right quick. It's a secret.
Oh, secrets.
It's a secret. We had a note about secrets. Nancy Pelosi had a secret.
A secret, Nancy.
Her secret is she knows Joe Biden doesn't stand a snowball chance in hell against Trump in an open, live fucking debate. And I don't know what I'm going to do. This is going to be a gift from God, a funny that I need in my life, just to watch Joe Biden flounder and struggle when he gets on stage with the master. The master.
The master.
He is the master.
The master.
We love Trump because he's real.
Yes.
And this country we live in is a business.
It's a business.
If you don't know that by now,
money goes in and money comes out. What is it called?
Do you want to be a stockholder or American citizen in the biggest business in the world or not? So yeah, he's a businessman.
First of all,
because I know that's one of their petty little criticisms. I don't like him. He's not a politician.
I love
okay. Thank God
that he's not a politician.
Biggest
he's
plus
now
on the
bought by China and Ukraine and Russia and all these other countries that are trying to be buying people.
Mm-hmm.
Biden. Yes, hold on. This is going to be an everyday thing. Where's Hunter? Where the fuck is Hunter? Does he not have to answer for these issues?
Oh, no,
where's Hunter? No Hunter. I can't find him. No Hunter. No. I don't see him over here.
Well, I'm not going to see him out here. Bullshit. I think you'd have to ask a bull.
I think
or like a gopher. What? Hey, excuse me. What kind of animal do we need to get to tunnel under there now?
I think we might get a badger. A badger could go deep into the hole and grab Hunter right by the ass.
Let's see if our producer can wrestle up a badger and
grab him right by the ass.
Send it in there.
In the mole hole.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of animals, I don't know how much time we have. I thought I'd piss a few people off before we go.
We got about 3 minutes.
I want to know where my animal activists, Republicans, and Democrats are. I saw a post this morning I didn't tell you about because I wanted your fresh, pissed off reaction right now.
I probably saw it, but go ahead.
The raccoon that was grabbed and mutilated by BLM activists, beaten, abused, slammed. Horribly. When we move on with this and we can show clips, I'm going to have to censor it.
We're going to be, let them know, we're going to be showing clips.
And basically they wanted to show people like that's how they've been being treated. So that justified it. They justified that because that's what we're doing to them. We're treating them like
I do not ever recall walking up on a stranger, trapping them down, and then me and my homies just fucking beating them. I don't believe I've ever in my life done that.
Nope.
Incredible.
You know, it's yeah.
Anyway.
You got a minute and a half. Come on.
So anyhow.
So by the way, parents of young adults, we're not okay.
Open your eyes, see your kids are doing. Watch what your kids are doing. They are getting flooded with horrible advice from the left.
The propaganda machine has turned them against us, and they think we're all these racist, whatever. My kids are biracial, so I hardly think I'm fucking racist.
Republican Party.
Just because I'm observant and I hold people responsible for their character and behavior doesn't make me fucking racist. It makes me observant.
Right. You can't call us racist because there are some white people that are racist.
Plenty of fucking
There's
white
black people that are racist.
There's
every Asian, Latino. You open up.
That's such a lazy excuse because you don't have a good argument for your case. That's all that is. So I got your number plus the racist crap.
Yep, zero.
That's BS.
Zero. Right. You know why? Because we all have opportunity.
Yeah.
We all have whatever's in here to get you through every single day.
What do we got? Another 30 seconds here?
So you take
all
this
right,
every
we gotta
day.
wrap it up.
Treat people like you want to be treated. Treat people how you want to be treated. Have respect for yourself and other people.
You know,
listen to your kids because as soon as they start talking the nonsense, you need to take their social media and their phones and shit away because they're trying to do in the schools. They're definitely doing on social media, filling these kids' heads with lies and bullshit and stupid celebrities
I just said like
That's
kids.
the absolute last thing people in the world should be talking.
Okay, you guys.
All right, tomorrow
Let's wrap
at 6,
it up.
Gayle and Karla's
God
Coffee,
bless the
Comedy,
USA.
Common Sense.
Bring
Trump
your coffee, your
2020.
beer, whatever you drink. Bring that sense of
2024.
humor. Bring those comments and questions. Let's bring us regular folks together. United we stand.
Have a great night. See you guys. We do this for you. I'm good. Bye. You guys, awesome, man. Awesome job, man. That was fucking great, man.